front. And as she comes up, once she makes it here, she's going to explain her role to us, so we understand what Table Topics is, exactly. And again, we'd like to welcome Ms. Sonia Ross to
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
All right. Table Topics. Table Topics helps us become more adroit at thinking and speaking on our feet. This is the portion of the meeting where we get to do our impromptu speaking, use our impromptu speaking skills. So you'll be thrown a topic and you'll be able to respond to it. You will have 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, the light will go green. 1.5 minutes, it will go amber. At 2 minutes, it will go red. And you have 30 minutes to wrap up. If you go over the 30 minutes, 30 seconds, yeah. If you go over the 30 seconds, you're disqualified. If you go under 1 minute, under 45, 1 minute, you're disqualified. And I would like to ask before we get started, would any of our guests like to participate this evening?
That's a yes. That's in their own little language.
Okay. So this is a time of year where we celebrate new beginnings. You have a lot of people graduating. You have a lot of weddings around this time of the year. It's also a time when we reflect on the past and celebrate our families and past achievements, like through family reunions, high school reunions, and college reunions. I will be celebrating my 20th year high school reunion in a few weeks. So I want to take you back with me to travel back in time and have some fun reflecting on your high school years. And I'll give you a moment because I know a few have to go back a little further than others. So I'll give you a few minutes. Okay, let's get started. Not many choices. Scott, would you like to start us off?
Sure.
Scott, in high school, I'm sure you made many friends and maybe some enemies. Can you tell me who would you like to see again from high school?
No, actually, when I was in high school, granted, that was many decades ago. And I was in New York. And as many people know, I'm a geek. I love computers, and that hasn't changed. I was a geek back then, and yes, they did have computers. I was not born in the Stone Age like my son believes I was. They didn't have television. So, if I was going to go back in time, my circle of friends was very small because we were all in the computer labs. We spent our days, weekends, until the janitor forced us out and kicked us out. We loved the challenge of programming. So if I was going to go back in time, I'd probably be seeing the old circle of friends that we would challenge each other and say who could write the best, at that time, best game, the best program. And we were always trying to out-challenge ourselves. Who could write the most efficient code in the best way, and then even better, how can we even outdo the teacher? That was a big, if we do that, it was always a challenge, to the point where the teacher finally admitted toward the end of the school year that we actually did better than him, and actually asked us to teach classes taking football. So that was kind of the shining icing on the cake that you told you're pretty good at what you're doing. So, thank you very much.
Thank you. one thing that you regret not doing while in high school?
Just one? I think now that I look back on it, yeah, it's been a few years since high school. And high school is kind of a microcosm of life. You're thrown in with so many people that you have to get to know, so many different walks of life. And I was raised in DeKalb County in North Georgia, where we had rednecks, we had hippies, we had football players, and so you had to kind of blend in. And I was along the beach. That was kind of my profile. And the good part was I got to know a lot of people. Let's see here. There's several things you regret. I would say it's hard to really pick just one thing. I played high school sports. I played baseball. I played football. And whatever I could have done if I would stay with my athletics. But I was sidetracked by girls and other distractions that kept me from being the best I could be. So never went on to play college sports, and I think if I had it all to do over again, is that one chance to make a name for yourself with your coach and coaches, and to take it to the next level. That's something I miss. I translate that now to, I have a nephew that's a ball player, and he's quite the talent. And so I'm kind of going to make sure that he gives his best shot. Well, he's got the chance, but he's a more talented player than I was at his age. So that's one thing I regret about high school. But mostly, many, many good memories that I take along with me, and a lot of good friends.